Okay, this is the cooling video, and you saw some of this in the previous video. Hopefully, you're attentive. But this is the evaporator coil, and it's about 6 years old. This equipment's engineered on paper to last about 20 years. You might get 35 out of it. But Las Vegas is going to give you 14. So it's about 6 years old, manufactured in 2015. We've got a primary evaporator drain line. We do not have a secondary drain line. We do not have a safety switch, a float switch. We don't have one of those. Just a primary evaporator drain line. This drain line is not insulated. The drain line does not have a P-trap on it. So there's that. And again, I haven't yet, but we're going to have a video about this. You should have seen it. Some of these air registers were choked down. That's why this one looks kind of clean around here. And then some of them weren't choked down, and we see the soot around them. So let's just keep on moving. Between the air registers, I don't, I call it to my client's attention if there is more than 3 degrees a temperature differential. Now here's some more soot. And there's more soot here. And I am getting more than 3 degrees temperature differential. Coming along, electric service panel, which is the video you should have seen, I guess, before this one. AC, 40 amps. Let's see what we got outside. Because my notes are in the car. My notes are in the car. How'd they get there, bud? Well, because I don't want to forget my battery, so I put a note by the driver's seat. And coming along, oh, it's 40 amps. Let's remember that. Over here, $35.45. $35.45. Now the manufacturer likes to see the highest number used. I'm not, but they allow 35. And if you replace this unit, it's going to be more energy efficient. So there's, let your conscience be your guide on that. Let's talk about some better known things. We do not have a rain diverter on the roof to keep water from crashing against the condensing unit and cause it to age prematurely. The condensing unit is not level. The condensing unit coils are dirty. The electric service disconnect is not supposed to be located on a wall behind the unit. In fact, now they even say 3 feet, within 3 feet of the unit, but it's behind the unit. That's definitely too close. The dead front cover is missing. It's hanging off of the wall. We see here we got some double lugging. The hot doesn't even go to the disconnect, and the neutral's double lug, so it bypasses the disconnect. This disconnect doesn't even work. This is the wrong kind of phone. When was this installed? This one was installed and manufactured 2010. So it makes it 11 years old. Remember, it's odds are 14. Manufacturer says 20. You might get 35. It's an older unit. What else does it say? It says that it's R22. That's the old refrigerant. So about the highest SEER you're going to be getting is 10. They no longer manufacture R22 in the United States legally. They no longer import it in the United States legally. Is there R22 stockpiled and available? Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. Do they have alternative refrigerators that you could put inside of there? They have that too. Now, the alternative refrigerants, they run anywhere from 10 to 30% less efficient than this SEER 10 system, where today we're running 14, 14 and a half, up to 17, 18. You're gonna put a refrigerant in there that's less efficient. Will it cool? Yeah, it'll cool, but at what cost? And if another air conditioning tech comes out and he sees the alternative refrigerant, he's not gonna wanna work on this system. You might as well put the other guy on payroll. You're married to him. That said, even this being R22, most technicians that come out here and service this are going to rightfully encourage you to update the system. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that it can't work. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work for a little while. It doesn't mean any of those things. But it's time. It's just time. This refrigerant, that's the wrong type of refrigerant. Excuse me. Insulation, this is the wrong type of insulation. And these Schrader valve caps, those should be anti-theft. Look that up in the dictionary. Refrigerant service port caps should be anti-theft. So what do we learn? We learned that we only have a primary drain line for the evaporator coil that's not insulated and has a shallow trap. We learned that we do not have a rain diverter over this unit. We also learned that the coils are likely dirty. We learned that this unit is not level. We learned that these coils are dirty. We learned that our disconnects behind it, it's fallen off the wall, wasn't sealed, and has been bypassed. We learned that we've got the wrong type of insulation on our refrigerant piping and the wrong kind of valve caps on the caps.